Hey, what's up everyone? So I beat Cyberpunk 2077 for the first time in 2025. I'm sure everyone and their grandmother and even their dead great-grandmother has played this game. Nevertheless, I'd like to express some thoughts that could potentially help Cyberpunk 2. Man, because this game is in a league of its own at times, and I was pleasantly surprised how well it handles adult themes in this game. And I was even more surprised with how well they executed the shooting. It's a phenomenal experience I believe every gamer should play once, even if you aren't a fan of the cyberpunk genre. To what I had alluded to before about how this game is in a league of its own, the only game that I can think of off the top of my head that captures a genre's ambience as well as cyberpunk is Bloodborne. Bloodborne introduced the gothic horror H.P. Lovecraft theme to their game, down to how the little messengers, like as you spawn into the map. Cyberpunk's way of handling and delivering its ambience to the player is phenomenal. It probably rivals Bloodborne's because there are times in this game where I truly feel like I'm witnessing something better than cinema. Here's an example.
Back. Gave Misty a hell of a fright. Then you shoved my patient at the time off the table and demanded you be treated immediately.
Tell him it was your guardian angel.
Huh?
I wasn't completely myself.
Yeah, I know. And that's a bit worrying.
Do you see what I mean? The tone of voice, the lighting, like in the back, it's beautifully crafted, and CD Projekt Red should be really proud of themselves. And this is just from the main story. Phantom Liberty delivers a better story in my opinion. The way that they set up Myers, Reed, Songbird, and their interactions with V feel a lot more humanizing, especially with Songbird being a mirror to V in a way. The main story has inconsistencies with its writing at times. It's like they dumbed down certain characters to create a set piece. And it's a game, you gotta get away with certain things. But the Phantom Liberty expansion delivers a spy thriller, punchy story that I wish I could replay for the first time. If anyone would like to discuss the story or parts I found inconsistent, just comment. I'd love to have discussions about the game. The community is very active. They're sharing new ways to do photo mode. It's very entertaining to see. So now that that's out of the way, I'd like to speak on where the game shines the brightest. It is its gameplay loop in the open world. Having the ability to double jump, dash, slide, manipulate your environment with net running, and seeing these creative weapon designs never gets old. One of the few reasons I'm excited for a sequel. I played the game on very hard as a net runner with shotguns, LMGs. It's a very fun experience. If you haven't done that kind of build, it's beautiful. System collapse helps tremendously. Due to how fun the gameplay loop is in the open world, I'm never reselling this game. I'm never getting rid of it. It's going to stand the test of time. The customization is great, down to the tattoos, the piercings, the hairstyles, changing your vehicle color, down to the cyberware and quick hack options. Collecting weapons, breaking them down for components or to make ammo is satisfying. That gameplay loop and how it truly makes you feel like a cyberpunk badass fulfilling that power fantasy is incredible. Alright, so now here are my two biggest complaints about the game. Playing this game on PS5, the Ultimate Edition, I expected things to be all patched over, but I've had around 7 crashes, 2 of them were hard. I believed that this game would have been smoothed over by this point, but what can you do? It's very easy to see that the red engine is stretched absolutely thin here. And when I say thin, I don't mean like a slice of bologna. I mean like a hair strand of thin. I highly recommend playing this on PC, because if we're going to get crashes on console where, you know, the practicality of it doesn't matter, then just play on PC where you're just going to get crashes anyway, and have a better game with access to mods, graphic fidelity, all of that stuff. Because it's hard to get immersed in this world when you can see the game barely hanging on. And what do I mean by barely hanging on? So why am I the only pedestrian in Night City that rides a bike that isn't, you know, a cop? I ride around Night City on my bike because I want to see how cool my character looks. And everyone just knows I'm the main character because I'm the only one on a bike in the city. And that transitions to my next point. The driving needs absolute work. I know CDPR has never tackled like a driving mechanic, but yeah, it just feels like they're putting training wheels on me, telling me my vehicle is going 120 when the sense of speed feels like 60 miles per hour in a souped up cyber car. You know, it breaks immersion, in my opinion. So I would love to see CDPR, you know, revamp the whole thing, or tackle it in a way that makes it less obvious that, you know, this red engine is being stretched thin. And the fact that we still don't have a new game plus mode really shows how stretched thin it is, because having to reload all of those assets on a new save and place everything back to its container would more than likely just make your PS5 explode. So my closing thoughts are, the game is phenomenal. You know, I don't see myself ever not playing it. Definitely one of those games you have to revisit, you know, once a year until it's better. Hopefully better sequel comes out. So yeah, I appreciate you watching. You have a good day.